Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the markets. Currently 4:10, June 23rd, 2020. Looking at NKLA, which is becoming a new favorite for the group. Real quick SPY, just a choppy day. Gapped up, just chopped up and down. Not much room here. A buck to this side, a buck to that side. Markets ended up being up a little bit today. And that's kind of the position we're in on the daily. If you look in this little chart here, just climbed up, made new highs, and now we're kind of meandering around this area trying to figure out where they wants to go. I'm going to guess we're going to test the 300 level before we move up higher. We have to. I mean, this market's just so heavy right now, and you can feel it. We can feel it. Traders can feel it. And, this was so fast. We went up so fast real quick after that drop off. But then again, news comes out that's good or bad. It just doesn't matter anymore. So I'm not going to really worry about that. The only thing I'm really upset about, and I'm over it already, is the Apple. I sold at the 288 level here. Never got to enjoy, actually it was around here, never got to enjoy this move up and reach new highs on those particular shares. Yes, I do have other shares of Apple elsewhere, but that was a nice little chunk of change that was moving without me this whole time, and made new highs today at 372, I believe. Yeah, 372.38. Ended up closing around 366. Markets kind of sold off a little bit at the end there. And that's what we're going to see a lot, I think, throughout the summer, as markets might rally a bit and then sell off at the end of the day, or vice versa. It might go down, and at the end of the day, it might rally. I have a feeling that's the type of trading we're going to face in the summer. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I'm going to take one day at a time. Today was interesting. Found some good setups. Avoided a couple good ones and avoided a couple bad ones. Let's go over the bad one first. It was this plug. It was unfortunate because it was the second move up through the 7 level. And, it was up significant for itself. I mean, it was up 15% today. At one point, it was up around, we'll call it probably 25%. They reached 7 here, 703. I was looking for the break of the 7, and it just didn't happen, and it just fell off, and I took a stop here, and it did come back up to test 7 again. But I got in one of those trades where the algorithms and bots just took advantage of those suckers that jumped in on the 7 break, and it just squashed it down. You can see the volume here on this candle. They just squashed it down. That was a lot of buildup of shorts that got in there and just pushed it from 7 to all the way down to 660, which is a big move. 40-cent move on a $7 stock. It's pretty significant. So that hurt. I lost $200 on that trade. It went in with 1,000 shares. And, I had a couple other small ones before that. I think it was up like $50 at the time. So I was down 150 or so. And then I traded one of my Beyond trades, which was stupid because it was just getting beat up. It failed in the first move. It worked in the second, but I took a $50 loss on that. So at that point, I was down around 200. And then I took some, I think it was DDOG or something like that. Another move, and it just kind of fell off, and I lost another $50 or $70. I forgot what it was. So I was down 293, almost called it for the day. And I decided I'll take a couple more trades, small. Actually, one more trade, and then the rest of the trades will be small, just see what happens. Turned out I got into some NKLA action. So at the worst, I think it was down 263 or 290. No, I don't think it was down 293. I think it was 263. I did take NKLA, the break here of the 72 level, and it was nice. Got me some nice money back. Actually, I'm sorry. I took the break of the 71 level, and I got through the 73 level, so I was getting money back. I think on NKLA, on total accumulative P&L was 264, so I really fought back with NKLA. 3 different trades. One, this is a type of stock where you can see it. You goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So you really look at this move. Big move up, which I caught. got flushed out on this one. I had sold some on the way up. It got flushed out at my stop at 73. You can see it hit 73.02. I think I had it below that. It's unfortunate, where do you set your stop? I usually set at the break-even point of where I entered, or maybe a couple cents above that for slippage. And this is a big slippery stock, because you can see 25.39 at one point. This was 25.30. So there's 20-30 cents spreads a lot. And if you catch a step loss, you're always going to, fortunately, I got a good fill on my stop loss. Even though it was at let's say it was at 0.02, I got filled at 0.11 or something like that. So it wasn't terrible. It just hit that price. Someone was selling at that, and it was unfortunate because it did run up to, it's hitting 75.30 right now, but it hit 75.71 at one point. So NKLA is an interesting stock. The last trade I took was 100 shares. Had I taken more, I literally had 200 shares. You can see it here for a different stock, but I did have 200 shares ready to go, and there was no pain on that last trade. So it would have been a nice one. Would have got me some nice green. So today, I pretty much ended flat. I made $2. Good old $2. But, I'm comfortable with, when you're in a down situation, and I didn't get emotional. I did get emotional a couple weeks ago with my down day, but today I did not. I just knew, okay, I'm down $300 or so, and now it's time to fight back and look for only good setups. Like I mentioned yesterday, I have the no stupid shit Post-it note, which really helped today. I avoided a couple other. I took a few other trades, but I avoided so much garbage today. And in a choppy market, you're going to get beat up pretty good. The stock I took off the list. Actually, I'll show you a couple of NVAX. Look at this crazy move. I mean, it got down to 63, went all the way up to about 70, 69.90. We've traded this before. You just find it's kind of dirty. It ran, it's pulled back, ran, pulled back. You just, you hope to get in the first trade at some point and let it run. This is a stock that just will, make your day if you hold on to it. But it's looking pretty interesting on the daily here. But the interesting one also was Etsy, because I looked away at a different stock, and this was the stock I really wanted to trade, which was through the 100 level. Actually, it was through the 99 level. You can see it here. Hit 99.22, hit 99.33, 93, and then pulled back. So I wanted to get this one, which went through 99 again. And I probably would have, I think I was going to buy for 200 shares. And look what it did. It went all the way up to 103.94 before ending the day at 101.22. But this was a pretty easy, it was getting some volume, 5.7 million. You can see the last 3 days, it's gotten some decent volume on the daily. It's at all-time highs, but that break at the 100. So I knew if I broke the 99 level and it would get up to 100, which it did, I guess, pretty quick. It just blew right through it. Stopped real short a little bit here, but then it blew right through it, pulled back on this one below the 100 level, and then just keep going up. So I liked it, and it was the stock I was looking at a lot today. I just didn't pull the trigger on it, and I have to accept that. And these are the type of things where I'm trying to, why not just take this trade and avoid all the garbage trades? Just something I'm working on. So that will sum it up. Had some decent fight back trades. Got to break even, which is good. So I'm going to sleep tonight, and hopefully tomorrow, Wednesday, I can find some new setups and trade them accordingly. So have a good one. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, and have a good night.